Are you looking for a teacher-built tool for scaffolding, managing, organizing, and assessing student projects? Then say hello to Doctupus. Doctupus is a free Google Sheets add-on that automates the process of creating, sharing, grading, and returning student work. All you need to get started are a Google spreadsheet with a class roster of student names and emails, and an assignment template, which can be a Google Doc, sheet, or slides presentation. Doctopus gives you the capability to distribute copies of the same assignment, differentiated exercises, or even set up group projects. It also gives you control of sharing and editing permissions so that students can only access and edit their own documents. Once you have everything set up, Doctopus will share a copy of the template document with each student. The link to each student's document is contained in the spreadsheet where you can easily assign a grade and provide feedback. To get started, install the free Doctupus add-on. Open up a Google spreadsheet, click on the Add-ons tab on the menu bar at the top, and select Get Add-ons. This will open the G Suite Marketplace where you can install Doctopus and other add-ons as well. Next, create the templates for your assignment. Here, I have a folder with various sample templates for a Unit 4 project. You'll also want to have a Google Sheet for each section that you plan to give this assignment to. You can now go ahead and create a roster for each section that you teach. Open up the Google spreadsheet, launch the Doctopus add-on, and follow the instructions to create and save a roster on the sheet. You can use this roster for future assignments as well, and it will show up under the drop-down menu the next time you launch Doctopus. Doctopus has the capability of pushing out 4 assignment types, 2 of which are individual and 2 of which are for groups. For the individual assignments, you can either choose to distribute a copy of the same document to every student on the roster, or you can use the differentiated option if you have different versions you'd like to assign to each student. Let's choose the first option, individual all the same, and go from here. You will then be prompted to set the editing and sharing permissions for your assignment. I recommend sticking with the default setting for the first 2 options, so that students can edit their own document but they cannot access other students' assignments. I also advise checking the box for editors cannot change sharing permissions. If you have co-teachers or others you would like to share the documents with, you have the option to add their email here as well. Next, select the assignment template you'd like to copy to each student. I will select the folder where my assignment template is located, which I have named Demo Unit 4 Project. I will then be able to choose from any of the files that are in that folder to share with my students. I'm going to select the essay template to copy and share with every student. The last step is to name and share the files with my students. The default setting names each document with the student's last name, then first name, followed by the name of the assignment. I recommend checking the box Send Sharing Notification to Authors and writing a short message so that students will get an email regarding the assignment after you select Run, Copy, and Share. Doctopus makes it easy to manage and grade assignments. All grading can be done from the spreadsheet that you started with. The link to each student's assignment is listed, and you can also see when the document was last edited by each student. You can input the grade and feedback here as well. What about the differentiated and group options we saw earlier? Let's go back to when we had to select an assignment type and choose Group Project. A Groups column will then be generated on the next page. The default is that everyone is assigned to Group A. Here, I'm going to assign 2 people to Group A and 2 people to Group B and hit Refresh. I can then select which assignment template to share with each group. You can make groups of various sizes and can create more groups that you designate with different letters of the alphabet. The setup for the individual differentiated option is very similar, in which you assign a letter and a corresponding template to each student. The main difference is that this is for giving different versions of an individual assignment and not for setting up a group project. Are you ready to get started with Doctopus? Check out what this teacher-built tool can do for you today.